There's the veteran, Kieran McCardle. Played 10 years of professional lacrosse before he was able to win his first championship 2 years ago for the Waterdogs.
Nice little stick in the passing lanes by 15. BJ Farrar, and here he is.
Here he comes, Farrar. The look to Ryder Garnsey, who scores. Farrar providing immediate dividends already with a helper on the day.
What a great start. What a great start. I tell you, Farrar's from an area of Baltimore where I get to see a lot of high school lacrosse and sports. He was a great high school football player. He is super fast and bouncy, and he just makes a simple lead man pass to Garnsey in the head and shoulder fake. Tucks that one past Dylan Ward, so a good start. Redwoods strike in transition. Who's coming?
Help comes. Look at that pass. Great look. And it's Schlosser who buries it. Good for Mikey Schlosser. Had to watch his team, this Philly Waterdogs team, win a title. Well, he was recovering from a knee injury, missed all of last year. This is his second game back.
Double drawn, eyes are up. Diagnose and see through that defense. You calculate that math if you're Sowers. You look through, you're looking adjacent, and he puts a strike right in Schlosser's breadbasket. Underhand feed makes it pretty easy. Michael Sowers.
Great eyes from Coach T as well, right on the spot. Staticus, he's off to a great start from the faceoff dot. Tried that shot, it was deflected. Here comes Nakai. Watch the speed. Former Duke football player gets rid of it, scores! Pinnell!
California can run. And Nakai's speed comes in handy here. Great outlet pass and good handle by one in green. They run the standard break. Chris Gray is the threat on the low right side, but Pinnell calls his own number. Look at that catch. Pinnell from about 12 yards singes a corner.
Pinnell fires it right into Ward's cross. Scarpello gets to Hudgens. Hudgens can run as well.
They got numbers. It's a bad sub.
Hudgens gets rid of it. Nice passing. Sowers finishes.
It's a bad sub by California off the turnover. Offense to defense is pretty easy when the other team runs their midfielders off and you get the numbers game going. Hudgens, sharp handle. It's a lefty break with McCardle and Bame. Sowers goes airborne for the lead. Okay. Bolin, the owner of the Broncos, owned the Outlaws, and that was the Denver fireworks show.
Courier behind the back.
Not only were there 30,000 people in the stadium, as Courier scores a one-touch from Mikey Bame, I think, gets his first career assist.
All right.
There were 10, 15,000 people outside the stadiums trying to watch the fireworks.
Right. That's why I think I call it a sporting phenomenon when the Outlaws were here in the MLL, and they're hoping to bring that back.
First pro point for Mikey Bame right there. Presses aside, throws it inside.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? The lefty from Michigan.
Courier was his usual relentless self on that play as well. Took it all by himself behind the back, didn't work. Turned around, Bame found him. Sowers. On the run. Walker!
Woo!
Well, he could shoot, if nothing else. 57 in white. Was a shooter here at the University of Denver. And now he does it at the pro level with the PLL. That puts a smile on Coach Tierney's face.
They're playing loose, the Waterdogs, at 1-7. Walker's had a quiet season. 3 goals and 5 assists coming in. He's playing some midfield tonight as Bame takes his rotation down low at attack. And Walker shows you his versatility. Top of the arc, little curl, gets inside.
Extra pass. Finding Bertrand again in the middle and scores.
Beauty. That's a great, great goal, Cotter. You talk about guys having fun, playing loose, playing team ball. Count the passes on this. This is beautiful. They're all dimes. Pinnell going to work there as the leader. Coaching, teaching. Boom, 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 boom. Layup. Love it. Look at the team celebration. They know it. They know it. This has been in short supply this year for the Redwoods. But, man, doesn't it taste good when you put it all together? There's something magical in the sport of lacrosse when it's collaborative.
That one deflected, doesn't even get through now, and picked up by the Dogs. Courier, so good on plays like that. 77 in white. Reese will score! A 2 again! That's his 4th 2-point goal of the year.
Second fast break goal by Philly as they run from D to O. And look at this setup. It's just a question of understanding personnel. Joe Keegan did a nice piece for the PLL last week on the increased frequency of 2-point shots this summer, where teams were shooting around 17% heading into action last weekend. And the biggest area of 2-point production has been on the power play and in transition. And Rylan Reese is a great example of that.
Fresh 32 for the Woods. Kirst on the run. Lord makes the save.
Numbers.
Back and forth we go. McCardle shoots, scores! Both these teams not going to the playoffs. That's fine. I'll take an entertaining lacrosse game. That's what we've got right here.
Third fast break goal of the day for the Philadelphia Waterdogs. Not feeling sorry for themselves. Transitioning from D to O. McCardle ricochets that off the goaltender Kelly. Fans in Denver enjoying the action.
That draft class from Denver doesn't have the impact that the Atlas draft class had this year, because you get 4 players who are outstanding. Scores on the run.
Deuce.
That's what he does.
I think it's a deuce.
That's 6 2-point goals for Romar Dennis.
There's very few players in the PLL that can do this. Sweep and score on the run from outside the arc. This is right on the white line. Let's see it. Oh, that's clearly a 2. That's way outside the arc. 15 yards on the run. And he lives and makes a living right at that 15. Look at him. Look at him.
He has no 1-point goals.
No 1-point goals. That is his now, what, 6th?
Yep.
2-pointer.
Remember, he was the most outstanding player in the championship series 2 years ago, the first championship series.
Changes the math quickly of a game when you hit on a 2. I think that'll be a big storyline as we head towards the playoffs.
Dennis leads the PLL now with 2-point goals. Add another one. This is TD Erlin. That's his 4th of the year. Here comes California.
Got a lot of respect for TD. His work ethic, his professionalism. He's gritty, and he'll continue to grind and fight. And you get to see a smile right there to soften the blow of this subpar season for his squad. Gets to play with his brother now. The backup goalie is Chase Erlin, and that's special for he and his family. And coming back here to DU's got to be a meaningful moment. So what's so shocking, and I've done that before, is their hand speed.
Oh, you look down and the ball is there.
It's not the strength.
Yes, correct.
It's the whistle speed. Because if you did a bench press, you're stronger than him.
But I looked down, the ball was there. As soon as the whistle blew, it was gone. And I looked, where did it go?
So that muscle memory, that ear-hand reaction is bizarre.
It really is. Oh, on the run! Nakai Montgomery scored his first goal of the season last week. Just 1 of 10 shooting. We mentioned it before. Nat said, I'm going to get one more involved on the offensive end and just let him run. Watch him here shoot on the run.
He's about as fast as any player in this league, not much angle, and Dylan Ward shrugs. He's upset about this. Running downhill, Nakai, Texas product. That's just one that Dylan Ward's got to sit down, get his hands out, and react. Take that one off the shoulder. Instead, he kind of locks up on the pipe. Nakai making the most of his opportunity to run a normal midfield shift.
Bing. Thought about taking the shot, gets it knocked out of his stick, gets it back, gets it to Courier. Look at that pass, beautiful, scores! What vision from 77 and white is Zach Courier. Finds Kieran McCardle for the goal.
This is uncanny, really. McCardle starts dead center. He flashes out between the two Redwoods defenders and flashes his stick. And somehow, Courier, who's running to his left, looks like he's heading towards the pylon in the corner of the field. Can see him out of the right side of his eye, like vision.
Along with Boehm at that attack line, wants to see what he's got here last couple of games of the year. Schlosser.
Nice play.
Brandow finishes it off.
This is a textbook Mumbo. Inside, outside pick. You see the right side of your screen, the seal down by Brandow. Ball goes to Sowers, and then Brandow rolls again. This is right out of a coaching clinic.
Hey, we don't need to go there, Beach.
Brandow picks up the goal. That one is all about the offensive scripting and the orchestration.
Sowers. Here's Hannah again, working on Farrar. Shoots on the run and scores!
Jeez Louise, wow. You know, there are moments where you look at Jack Hanna and you're like, he could be the best player from the midfield in the league. Like, when he scores, it just looks that good.
Yeah. Think about their run in the last two playoffs. He's been a huge part of it.
A little bit of an old school alley dodge down that right-handed wing, and he shoots as his angle is decreasing. He's a downhill players who coach in college, guys like Ryder Garnsey. We've got strategies that get exchanged, and then obviously the talent.
Oh, on the run with almost no angle to deal with. It's Romar Dennis. Was that a one-point goal? Stop the presses.
That's
his first of the year.
That's his. What are you doing, Romar? What are you doing? Stick to what you do best. That's take twos. But this time, he takes it right down to the top of the mountains. Romar Dennis, Loyola University. Known for bagging twos. That one he takes a one.
So 29%.
Nat's got like 27 different Redwoods hats, doesn't he? Like their whole bench is wearing different hats. The Redwoods
It's
gear,
about swag. This league is a lot about swag.
I love the Redwoods. My high school has green and gold colors, so this is what I grew up with.
Well,
Everything they wear, I love.
I think the Redwoods have the best throwback jerseys in the league. And McCardle throws it back himself. He was playing back when the throwback jerseys were actual jerseys in his 12th year in professional lacrosse. And that's another one for the Dogs.
Doing much better in terms of feet, set, shooting opportunities in this game. This is a great play. It's a roll-off, a seal. Look at Hannah on the, take that seal. Boehm throws this down. Watch inside now. There's a seal right there. Courier basically blocks the defender from sliding out. So you put things together on your Zoom calls during the week. You tie it up during practices, and then you execute on game day. That was perfection. So Bill Tierney will be just fine, folks. Let me tell you.
Bertrand. Oh! Tough angle. He switched back to his left and just snuck it underneath the crossbar. That's a hell of a shot on the run.
It comes out of his stick funky, and you'll see Dylan Ward kind of duck a bit on this, and I don't know if this ball rolls off the top of his stick accidentally or if this is intentional. But see, the goalie just dipped for just a second. This is an impossible shot. Watch the ball in his stick. Man. I just find it interesting. Like, Chris Gray's got good range. He's got a strong outside shot. Probably a lot stronger than people realize. But I just don't understand why Pinnell is not up top on this formation as the passer.
Berg shoots, scores! Went 5-hole on DeLuca.
Snappy release, huh, Cotter? This ball goes from catch to shot in an eye blink, and that's what makes a difference here. By the time DeLuca sets up, this ball's on its way. You got to turn fast and locate that ball. Watch the goalie shift to his right. Boom, it's behind him. That ball's in Berg's stick for a fraction of a second. Catch, let it roll. It's a 3/4 arm release right off his shoulder, and he kind of folds it over at the end.
Yeah.
It changes the trajectory. Yet another pioneer dancing in the PLL this weekend. That merging of the indoor-outdoor game in the Canadian style with the field game. It's all positive here in the Mile High City, I'll tell you that much.
Berg from British Columbia. Sowers pass inside to Courier.
I'll tell you, I thought Courier had a big game last week, and that continues today. He's moving really well. This guy never stands still on offense. He's always floating and moving, changing the responsibility of his defender. So he's kind of ball side. He floats away from Sowers. And Sowers runs down that alley knowing that the double team's coming. And like Mike Sowers tonight is in passing mode. He's saying to himself, the Redwoods are doubling me early.
Yep.
So what do I got to do? I got to draw doubles and kick it. So clear, sub off fast, efficient subs. It all adds up. Like your ability, you see teams that operate.
Nice play. Bertrand finishes.
Bertrand from Garnsey, a little old school give and go. This game ain't over. The total may be over, but neither of these teams are quitting. The old school give and go, I love it. Garnsey picks up another assist. Bertrand's having himself a night.
There's Gray. You can hear DeLuca calling out to where the ball is. Gray. Skip pass.
Ooh.
Garnsey.
Garnsey from Pinnell.
We heard that before. Not enough this year.
Pinnell works this skip pass to precision. Instead of a top-down skip pass, it's a bottom-up skip pass as the inside man, Wes Berg, does a wonderful job of drawing the defense. 25 in whites locked up. Eli Gobrick's locked up, and that frees up Garnsey. Full torque. Tied up at 12.
Shot was so hard it got stuck in the netting. Had to go fish it out. Gets it to Pinnell. Pinnell will back it up and wait for substitutions, which will be Bertrand and Kirst.
Gray's got a shorty.
It's Richard. Gray comes upfield. Bertrand behind the back. DeLuca doesn't even get through. 10 seconds to shoot, so we didn't get a reset on the shot clock. Berg shoots, scores! The game winner for the Woods!
hard to believe that the Waterdogs are 1-8 and just lost their 5th one-goal game. Looked like Berg got two attempts at this, Cotter. It looked like this was kind of like a double clutch.
He was all hung up on the defender.
Yeah, did the ball pop out of his stick for a second, right? There, no, he just does a good job of cradling through a massive amount of pressure.
Hudgens
catches it over his shoulder, shields off Hudgens, keeps the ball on his cross, jumps up, and finds the far post. Westberg, the former Denver Pioneer, gives California their 3rd win of the season.
Pennell with his 3rd assist on the night, on the goal, the game winner.